Okay, so I finished the large painting I've been working on for a while, and this time I thought I would tell you a little bit about it. Often I let you, the viewer, decide for yourself what it's all about, but hey, everything's changed, so why not change this as well? So I've titled this, "And You Thought Spiders Were Scary," which is a bit of a dig at those people who are scared of spiders. I think the coronavirus is way more scary than spiders, and you know, spiders are really such a small and insignificant problem, I guess. So anyway, here we go. Up the top here we have the word virus, which is very obvious, and I tore that out of a piece of newspaper. I've put some little globe things there which are supposed to be virus globules, the coronavirus. It's not exactly what they look like under a microscope, but that doesn't matter. This is my painting and I do what I like. It's got a lot of yellow and green in there, which represents sickness and illness. At the top here you see the city, where some of the lights are on and some are off. That just represents the fact that some people are still able to go to work and yet others are not. Others are home. Then there's a bit of a glow up in the sky. It's a yellow glow, so that's just representing again that the earth is not very well at the moment. Well, it's not so much the earth is doing fine. In fact, it's doing really well. It's just the people that live on it. So anyway, the yellow is just another representation more of illness. As we go a bit further down, you'll see these kind of bars. They just represent not necessarily prison, but more how a lot of us are probably feeling at the moment, especially if we're in lockdown or self-isolating. We probably feel like we're in prison. So that's those two, the bars there. The little spider is just, I added her more because I love painting spiders, as you know, and I wanted to put her in there, and she looks really cute and quite, what would we say? She's just really lovely and soft and fluffy in comparison to everything else that's going on in the painting. There's a lot of black in my painting, which represents, again, darkness and the unknown. And of course, there's a lot of that around at the moment. You'll probably see there's some newspaper articles that have been glued on. You can see that word there, warnings. If we come over here, there's something about development, things that are developing. There's a part of a newspaper article about China, which is appropriate really because the virus originated in China, so I've popped that in there as well. There are other little bits of newspaper articles, trying to read what those words say. There's retirees, they're the people who are actually being quite affected. Demographics, what else have we got here? Garden. I think a lot of people are spending some time in their gardens at the moment, aren't they? So that's appropriate. Now the little viruses, they're all different shapes and sizes, and that represents the stages that it's at. So some of them, you know, are only small and not so effective. Others are gigantic and extremely effective, unfortunately, for a lot of people. I've glued on all sorts of texture as well, and that really just shows nothing is smooth at the moment. Everything is just rough and quite scary in a way. So I think that's about it really. I don't really, I guess you can read a lot more into my painting, but I'll let you decide. I'm still not 100% happy with my title, so if you can come up with something a little bit better, I'd love to hear from you. And love to know your comments. Oh, by the way, it's not meant to be a pretty painting. I'm not trying to create something that you would love to have on your wall. Having said that, I know someone who wants it. So yeah, it was more making a statement about what's going on in the world rather than trying to paint a pretty picture that you might want to have on your wall forever. So that's what art is about often. It's about making a statement, and I really do hope I've made a statement with this one. Thank you for watching.